What's up, everybody? We're here at Model Volleyball 2025, and on behalf of Valuetainment, this is the Unusual Suspects. We're here with two lovely ladies, and we're going to have a really fun, interesting conversation about some little dating stuff and a lot of conspiracy stuff. So, ladies, first and foremost, I like to ask the question, if you had to pick one, what would you want to date? A politician, a entrepreneur, a social media influencer, or a professional athlete?
I would definitely see entrepreneur.
Really?
100%,
Wow.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Well, I think that entrepreneurs have discipline, and I like that in someone, in a man especially. You know what I mean? Like it shows discipline, and it shows structure, and it shows a grind to get there. Like you want something, and you're going to go for it if you want it, and I like that. I find that very attractive.
Take note, guys.
Yeah.
All right. How about you? Nice.
I'm going to say the same. I like entrepreneurs. I think as an entrepreneur myself, I think it's really neat to have someone who's also just kind of venturing into different things. And also I think the scheduling's better for that because you're able to kind of go wherever, whenever you need to be. And like that's kind of our lives as models. Yeah. So I like that kind of works with scheduling as well.
Nice. So this kind of goes off that question too. Like, so what's the hottest job a guy could have versus the ugliest job a guy could have?
I really don't think that I was talking to my mom about this the other day, and I really don't think that there's an ugly job. I think it's how hard you work. And I was telling this to my mom because she was like, if there was a broke guy, would you date the broke guy? And I was like, well, broke shows lack of discipline, like I was saying before. So, I mean, if you're not hustling and you're not it's just showing that you're lazy. So I don't really think that there's a bad job versus a good job or like an attractive job. There are some, like, a hot doctor would be nice. There's, whatever.
Men in a uniform is always good.
Yeah, but, as long as you're hustling and you're trying and you're working hard, like, that's what's attractive. It's not necessarily the job, you know what I mean?
Effort.
Unless you do, like, I don't know, I would say, like, if my man did OnlyFans, like, no.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, cheating borderline, to my opinion.
All right, great answer.
No, I completely agree with everything. Yeah.
Beautiful. So give me the best and worst way that you've been asked out before.
I don't know. Like, I would probably say, oh my God, so someone said this to me yesterday. I don't know if this asked me out. He was approaching me, but he said, you're a 10 out of 10. Actually, you know what? You're a 9.9 out of 10 because you have no boobs, but I would still marry you.
Jeez.
I was like, oh, is that a compliment? Or is that, like, what is that? I was really confused, but I would say that's the worst way. But I've had a couple good ways of getting asked out, like, flowers and stuff, just simple stuff. It's the effort that counts, guys. Take note.
Yeah, take notes.
It's the effort that counts. It's not what it is.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I think one of the worst ways for me, it was probably like corny pickup lines. Yeah. I had someone come up to me, and I think he was probably like 5'5", and I was in heels, so I'm like 6'4". So he comes up to me and he's like, "You're very tall, ma'am." And I said, "Thank you. First of all, why are you calling me out?" So I'm like, okay, I don't think this is gonna go well. So he's like, "I want to climb your tree.
Jesus.
Would you let me climb your tree?" I'm like, "What do you mean by that?" He's like, "I'm asking you out." And then he gets all defensive and like starts yelling. It was like a whole thing.
He was yelling at you?
Yeah. He was like, "I want to climb your tree. I want to climb your tree."
Psycho.
Like,
wow.
Okay. And he's like jumping up and down, and I'm just looking down.
What?
Yeah, no, it was really bad.
Wow. That's the worst one I've heard.
That's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's undefeatable.
But I had some really good ones too. I've been asked out like on a beach, and they've had like a whole picnic kind of set up, and I had the flowers and
that's nice.
the music.
Yeah.
And
it's like the effort.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, effort without being weird.
Yeah.
It's simple recipe.
Yeah.
We don't have to reinvent the wheel. All right. So conspiracies. This is the fun part. So, moon landing. Did we land on the moon?
Absolutely not.
Oof.
Absolutely not.
Spicy.
No.
Yeah. Why?
No.
Have you seen the footage? First of all, there was wind on the flag. There's no wind.
Right.
Where there's no like atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, where did the wind come from? They also found like a mountain that was like the same exact like setting of where the moon landing was, and it was like, this is where they filmed it.
Yep.
I like saw it on TikTok or something. I don't know, but I definitely don't think we did. I I think we have. I don't think we did in 1969. That's what I'm saying. But I definitely think Russia went to the moon before we did. We definitely didn't go first. They try to say that we went first, but we did not. It was Russia. Look it up.
Major green flag, by the way, your TikTok algorithm.
What does that mean?
Like your algorithm's showing you conspiracy moon video instead
yeah,
of
because
like
I watch it. Yeah, so it comes right on my feed.
Respect.
Mine is like what is it? Mukbangs.
Was it?
Wait.
Mukbangs and like people eating.
Oh.
That's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
But no, I completely don't think that we landed on the moon. I think especially now, there's so much like AI. I don't know what's real anymore. Like it's
it's
so crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of AI, do you think we're living in a simulation right now?
Yes.
All right, hit me.
I've seen some weird stuff, especially on TikTok, like people glitching or like it's just
Oh my God, like the Matrix.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like I definitely think we're living in a Matrix. I think we're in a simulation because we go to school. Do we learn how to pay taxes? Do we learn about money? Do we know what compound interest is? Do we learn anything? We don't learn anything in school that we should be learning. We learn stupid stuff, and then we just keep doing more and more, and then we graduate college, get a 9-to-5, and then pay back our college tuition for the rest of our lives. Yeah. Like I wanted to be a dermatologist, but I'm just going to be paying that the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Why not be an entrepreneur? And
exactly.
Well, I definitely think it's set up like that because they want you to keep you like in a cycle.
Yeah, it's like
as soon as you break the cycle, then there's no fun.
You're controllable.
You need that hierarchy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And like I feel like they distract our minds with like the media. Like they post stuff like this is happening to distract us from really happening.
The bread and circus.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How old were you when you first watched The Matrix?
I don't even know.
Was that what changed you? Was there like a pivotal point?
I don't know. I just know. Like everyone's like, "How do you?" I'm like, "I'm the chosen one." I don't know.
I love it. All right. Who built the pyramids?
I don't really have a lot of knowledge on that one.
The Egyptians. I was actually just watching. It wasn't like a documentary, but Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
I watched him like faithfully, like all his videos. So they actually went to the pyramids and like actually went underground and all of that. And they were telling me like the history of the whole pyramids. And I think it's the Egyptians for sure.
Yeah. I just don't know how like they stay up that long. Like I don't know. Like they say it was like BC or something, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was like 900.
They're built like perfectly, like cut meticulously, like came like slide a piece of paper in between the stones.
But I don't have the like. I shouldn't speak on that because I don't even know. So I don't want to be disrespectful and say something wrong. That's something that's not right. When
I respect
I don't have
that.
knowledge on it. So
no, I definitely agree with that. I think the Egyptians did it because I think now people are too scared to like work really hard. I think especially now, like things just come easy, especially with social media. There's so many ways to make easy money. So people don't really want to work as hard anymore. But back then you had to. You didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
So I definitely think you have nothing but time. So why not build a pyramid?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Fair enough. 9/11, inside job or terrorist
inside
attack?
Job.
Ooh, spicy.
Inside job, definitely like Bush or something like.
Bush?
Yeah. And I will get hate for saying that, but.
Nah, he did react super weird when they told him.
Yeah, I definitely think it was an inside job.
Want to hear something crazy about that fun fact? So
what?
The guy who took the picture of Bush being told about 9/11 was the same guy who caught the picture of Trump, the bullet going past his ear.
Really?
Yeah, the same special photographer.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Okay, definitely inside. I didn't know, but now.
Yeah, I mean, some people think that it didn't even happen. They think it was CGI, but I definitely think it happened, like 100%. I mean, I wasn't even born when it happened.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I know people that were in it, so it definitely happened.
Yeah, no, obviously it happened.
It's a matter of whether or not it was like a missile or a plane. I think more likely for the Pentagon, it was probably a missile because a plane can't get that low to the ground.
But I definitely think someone like set it up or like hired someone to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Because there was like too many things that didn't make sense afterward, like the Patriot Act, where they could monitor all of our stuff.
Yeah.
They had that legislation drafted up already. Why?
Yeah. No, I agree.
I know.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, COVID-19, was it a lab leak or something more nefarious?
Lab leak. I mean, from all my other answers, you probably already know what I'm going to say. Lab leak. I think it was made in the lab.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Was it released on purpose, I guess is the question?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%. I mean, it's an economical thing. Like, they do it so that everyone wants to buy a vaccine and, like, like that. And then everyone wants treatment. And then everyone goes to the hospital and it's just it's a snowball effect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. High conspiracy IQ right here.
I am. Yes, I am.
No, I think the vaccines definitely is like a trap. People want you to get that so that because I had it and it made me very, very, very sick like the first couple of days, and I was just like, that was the first vaccine I ever had in the last album.
And it made you sick, the vaccine?
Yeah, it made me super.
See,
super
I've
sick.
had the flu, I've had strep throat, I've had everything, and COVID was the least like bad I've felt. Like I had strep throat and I thought I was dying, and then I had COVID. I was like, oh, this is nothing.
Right.
It's like a headache and like a scratchy throat. I was like, this is. Like, this is what
not
everyone's
that
like
deep.
freaking the fuck out about. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Did you get the vax?
No, I didn't.
Alright, good.
No.
Good.
Yeah.
No, I got
Good.
the vaccine. COVID was the only thing I got, but I haven't had any other type of vaccines ever, and I've never had the flu. I've never had anything, so
Yeah.
I have a really, really high.
And then
immune
you get
system.
the vax, and then you
And
get
then-
it.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
So-
what I think. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Weird. Do you think the Earth is flat?
Okay, that's one I make jokes about. I be like, the
Yeah.
Earth is flat. I say it to my roommate because she knows I'm like a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
I saw a video where it said that a guy was trying to prove that it was flat, but he proved himself wrong on accident.
Yeah, I know
So,
you're talking
yeah,
about.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely think that it's round. Like I would say,
Yeah.
like I'd sound stupid if I said it was flat, but I'm still like I look over to the ocean right now. I'm like, it's flat. Like,
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But then there's like
yeah.
hills and stuff, so it's like this is what you're seeing now. But if you go out there, then I don't know. It depends on where you're looking at, but it's definitely round.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I think so too. All right. Does the government control the weather, or does it have the ability to control the weather, like create hurricanes and
That's a
stuff?
good question.
Yeah.
I don't think we always have had the ability to do that, but I think now there's so many things like in the sky that you see, and it's just like I think now they're trying to control it.
I mean, I think they've come out publicly about it too, and even said that they do it. Like they make storms or
70 years ago.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, or I think that they fly over hurricanes and drop stuff in it.
Yeah.
They sure do.
So that exactly.
You
Yeah.
ever hear of Operation Cyclone?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. They use like
Yeah.
monsoons during Vietnam to like flood the people and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So yep. I think that's a strong one. Last one. JFK. Who killed him?
That's also one that I don't really like have a lot of knowledge on. Like I know there's like a lot of conspiracy theories about it, but I don't really know.
You
Like
think the Oswald narrative sounds plausible? The main guy that was the
yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I mean,
What
I
are
don't
some
know.
options? Who are the options?
Lee Harvey Oswald, CIA, Mafia. Yeah, Israel. Who else?
I really
the Federal
don't
Reserve.
know. Yeah, I really don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, some people think the driver turned around
Oh,
and
I've
shot
heard
him.
that one. I've heard that one too.
And there's a missing frame from the Zapruder
But
film.
then again, like back then, there wasn't enough like cameras or evidence or anything to like show who did it. So it's like everyone has these different thoughts of what it is. It's like no one actually knows. But like now, if that happened, like obviously we'd know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really don't know. I don't really pay attention.
Well, I respect that. I respect not giving a strong opinion on something you haven't looked into. But,
Yeah.
But hey, guys, this has been awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
This is The Unusual Suspects. Thank you, everybody.